Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your show, Good Morning Kuwait. This is your host, Abdulaziz Darwish, who are coming to you live this morning from the Ministry of Information studios here in downtown Kuwait. As usual, we're providing to you different reports and even interesting segments. And before we start, I would like to greet our working crew and also my colleague, Sarah. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Aziz, and good morning to you, dear viewers, and everyone who's watching us through KTV2. Welcome to a new episode of your morning program, Good Morning Kuwait. And today, as always, we have various segments and special guests that we are so happy to have them with us this morning. So please keep watching us till the end of the episode.
Today, dear viewers, I would like to express my sincere sadness for the passing of the late Emir, His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. He was a great reader, and he was one who will be remembered for too many different things, and one of them he will be like a humanitarian leader for he helping too many different countries in the world, especially for the disasters, and even about his forgiveness, and even for his also providing his also we call it his leadership to the community. And also would like to congratulate everyone for His Highness the Emir Sheikh Mishal Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, and wish him all the best. May Allah bless him also and protect him. And we also believe he will lead the state of Kuwait for more progress and also prosperity, Sarah.
Indeed, Aziz, we are sending our sincere condolences from Good Morning Kuwait and every Kuwaiti, actually, to our, let's say, our great loss of the last Emir, Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. He wasn't only our Emir, he wasn't only our Sheikh, he was our father for not only Kuwaiti people, even non-Kuwaiti people, and everyone who lived in this lovely land, Kuwait. His pure hand actually reached to all the people all around the world of his, let's say, humanitarian efforts, humanitarian, let's say, work for all the people. As my colleague Abdulaziz said, for all the disasters for all around the world. And we are still thinking and reminding his effort for all the people, not only in Kuwait, all around the world. So we are sending our, let's say, sincere condolences to all the people. And also we congratulate actually our, let's say, Emir, Sheikh Mishal Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. Actually, Aziz, we are still in a grieving of our great loss of Sheikh Mishal, of Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. And it's really a sad news we are actually experienced last week, and we are still grieving actually until, let's say, 40 days and forever.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why we are believing for His Highness the Emir Sheikh Mishal Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah to lead the state of Kuwait for new progress and also for more development. And dear viewers, in Good Morning Kuwait show, we have a daily segment. So now let's check about a daily segment about the weather forecast for today and for the whole week. We'll be right back later.
Good morning, dear viewers. Warm weather is expected by day with northwesterly wind with a speed of 10 to 35 km per hour. Stable weather is expected for the next 5 days, but at night it's going to be rather cold to cold weather, especially over desert areas. Northwesterly wind maybe 30 to 35 km per hour at night. States of sea is going to be slight to moderate, and the wave height from 1 to 3 feet. It's going to be nice weather if you are planning to do any sea activities. Expected weather in Kuwait City for the next 5 days: warm by day, rather cold late night and early morning. Northwesterly wind will continue with us for the next 5 days. Chances for rain will come back again this coming Wednesday over some areas. It's going to be light scattered rain over some areas. Maximum temperature will range between 23 to 24 degrees. For the minimum, it will range between 15 to 16 degrees here in Kuwait City. This is our weather forecasting this morning. Thanks for watching us. And now, let's go back to our colleague.
We are back to our show again. Good morning, Kuwait. We've already shared with you about the weather forecast for today and for the whole week. Now we're gonna move on for our daily segment about the Kuwaiti News Agency with my dear colleague, Sarah. Let's check it out together.
Thank you, Aziz, for the introduction. And now with the first headline. Kuwait's Consumer Price Index inflation on an annual basis grew by 3.79% last November, according to the Kuwait Central Statistical Bureau, KCSB. The inflation rate in Kuwait rose by 0.23% in November on a monthly basis. The hike on an annual basis was due to the increase of the prices of the all main groups that influence the movement of the key indices, particularly food, education, and clothing, it said. The Arab Parliament announced on Sunday that it will hold a special session to discuss the latest development regarding the Israeli occupation, aggression on Gaza, and the latest escalation in the West Bank. The session, entitled Supporting Palestine and Gaza, to be held in the Arab League headquarters, will be attended by prominent international and Arab figures, including members of Kuwait Parliament. A statement by Arab Parliament said. Air traffic returned to normal at Kuwait International Airport after a flock of birds near a runway forced brief delay of some takeoffs and landings. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation said on Saturday that DJCA followed the internationally recognized safety measures and closed the runway for a short time earlier today to ensure the safety of passengers. Spokesman of the Directorate, Abdullah Al-Rajhi, told Kuna that the situation was brought back to normal after taking the necessary precautions. He added, UN Special Envoy for Yemen Hans Grandbergs announced on Saturday that the Yemeni warring parties reached a deal containing some measures that would lead to a nationwide ceasefire. The agreement came after holding a chain of meetings in Riyadh and Muscat. Grandbergs said in a statement, the Turkish government has announced a visa-free regime for citizens for 6 countries in a move that mainly aims at promoting tourism in the country. The 6 countries are the United States, Canada, Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Sultanate of the Oman, under a decree published in the official Gazette of the Turkey. So, that's really our last news for today. So, dear viewers, don't go away. Let's have the sanitary break and then we'll move on.
Sadness blinks the hearts of the citizens and even the residents of this noble land, as well as the sisterity and even the friendly nations, with the passing of the late Emir of the country, His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. His departure of the darkens Kuwait sky in the clear daylight, leaving hearts in sorrow for this grievous loss.
With the loss of the Prince of Forgiveness and Pardon, the one with the wild hand, the Prince of Humanity, the devout and ascetic with the pure heart and wise governance. We remember today, dear viewers, wherever you are, inside or outside Kuwait, we recall the various of our leader and reflect on his efforts. May Allah have mercy on him, for the benefit of the country and its people. As we bid farewell to His Highness, may Allah have mercy on him, to his final resting place beside the Almighty Allah. We pray the Allah, to His vast mercy and forgiveness, grants him paradise and highest dwelling. So, dear viewers, how about to check this report, and I'll be right back to you.
A sad day for the state of Kuwait, with the demise Emir of Forgiveness, the state's Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. May Allah rest his soul. A man who rarely found during times, a wise man who gave his life to his country. A man of Kuwait's loyal men, who have witnessed the construction process since the country gained its independence in 1961. He is one of the contributors to building modern Kuwait, laying its foundation and achieving its renaissance. His life, may Allah have mercy on him, formed since birth on the 25th of June, 1937, in Kuwait City. A historical moment whose facts moved from preparation in his early years in Kuwait regular school to starting years later as a young man with a political career full of work and achievement that he began in 1962. when the late Emir Sheikh Abdullah Salim al-Sabah, may Allah rest his soul, hired him as a governor of the Hawali Governorate, a position in which he remained until 1978, and during 16 years spent by His Highness Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmed as a governor of Hawali, it witnessed during his region's successive leaps and turned from a simple village to a commercial and residential center, teeming with modern and economic activities due to his ambition and efforts. The deceased, may Allah rest his soul, graded over 6 decades in several positions in the state, in which he left clear fingerprints. Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmed is considered the real founder of the Ministry of Interior and a spiritual father, as he carried its portfolio over 2 periods during the region of the late Emir Sheikh Jabir al-Ahmed al-Jabir al-Sabah. May Allah rest his soul. The first extended from 19 of March 1978 until 26 of February in this year of 1988, before returning to the government formation on 13 of July 2003 as a Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Interior. Sheikh Nawaf worked during the 2 periods of Ministry of Interior in developing a strategy for an integrated security system and modernize the security sectors and develop police work and promote it, based on its main goal in maintaining security and stability for Kuwait and its people. In 1988, he was appointed as a Minister of Defense, and during his tenure, the ministry he worked to modernize the defense system and develop it, where he was keen to send Kuwaiti military personnel abroad for training in flying military aircraft and the use of various types of weapons and all armored vehicles, as well as modernizing and developing camps and providing them with modern weapons to defend Kuwait by land, sea, and air. And after the liberation of Kuwait from the brutal Iraqi invasion, Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmed was entrusted in taking over the Ministry of Social Affairs and Labor, and during that period, he worked to develop a private hospital for the home care residents, along with many humanitarian decisions to care for widows, orphans, and the elderly. On the 16th of October 1994, he, may Allah rest his soul, took the position of Deputy Chief of the National Guard to continue the hold of the position until his return to the government formation on 13 of July 2003 as a Deputy Prime Minister and a Minister of Interior again. And on the 7th of February 2006, he issued an Emir decree to recommend him as a Crown Prince, and over 14 years, Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmed, may Allah rest his soul, was a support for his brother, the late Emir Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmed, may Allah rest his soul, until he took, after those years, the helm of leadership on the 29th of September 2020. From the first moment that he took over the reins of the power in Kuwait, Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmed believed in the continuing of the construction process and giving to complete the journey started by his honorable forefathers. The late Emir did not overlook, during more than 3 years of his leadership, of the nation's ship of youth, so they had an essential role in the lofty support, as the late Emir came to meet them on several occasions, with praising their contributions to national work and their representation of the Kuwait society spirit, which was built on giving.
With the passing of Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmed, the world lost an international and humanitarian figure. Throughout his life, he continued the legacy of Kuwait as a mother of philanthropy, supporting charitable and humanitarian work, initiating humanitarian projects to aid the afflicted and stand by the vulnerable, worldwide.
Notably, he already strongly supported the assisting the Palestinian people, advocating for this just cause on the international stage. So let's welcome the Ambassador of State of Palestine to the State of Kuwait, Mr. Rami Tahboub. Your Excellency would like to express to you and for us our condolences for the late Emir His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. What do you want to say, Your Excellency?
Well, thank you for hosting me, and I do join you in condoling His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Al-Jaber Ahmad Al-Sabah, rahmatullah alayh. It's a great loss for the Arab world. It's a great loss for the Palestinian people as well, especially in this very hard time that the Palestinian cause is going through, from genocide by the Israeli aggression over Gaza and all Palestine, all the Palestinian lands. I do believe that Sheikh Nawaf, may his soul rest in peace, was one of the greatest believers in the Palestinian cause and its justice, and the necessity of the Palestinian people to get back their homeland and to establish a Palestinian state. Sheikh Nawaf also was very supporter and a big supporter for the Palestinian unity for the last 10 years, even during when he was a crown prince. He was encouraging the Palestinian leadership to to work for unity of the Palestinian people, because he considered that this is something will get the Palestinian people much more stronger. Taking into the last 3 months since the aggression of the Israeli occupation forces over Gaza, of course, the directions of His Highness the Kuwaiti leadership and to the government was to launch a great big campaign to relieve the Palestinians in Gaza. 39 aircrafts has been fleet to Gaza, full of medicine, full of food, full of all the needs for the Palestinian people, and together, of course, in cooperation with the Kuwaiti Red Crescent. So, His Highness is a great loss for the Palestinian people, for the Arab world, and we mourn him, but nothing we can do. This is God's will. And let me please take this opportunity to congratulate His Highness Sheikh Mash'al Ahmad Al-Jaber Sabah, the Emir, for taking for taking over the Palestinian, the Kuwaiti leadership, steering, wishing him all the best on behalf of the Palestinian community, and we wish His Highness that Kuwait will be much more prosperity and development, and inshallah to be full of security and safety, and for His Highness the best of health.
Yes. Well, thank you, Your Excellency, for shedding a light of one of the great points on the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. So, Your Excellency, how would you estimate the further relations with the Emir of the State of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Mash'al Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah?
Well, for the Palestinian relation, for the Palestinian Kuwaiti relation, I think that for Kuwait, it's an ongoing policy towards supporting the Palestinian cause since the establishment, or since the independence of the state of Kuwait. His Highness Sheikh Mash'al Ahmed reaffirmed to His Excellency President Mahmoud Abbas when he came to Kuwait last week for condolences. He affirmed to him that we are going, Kuwait is going, as it has been always, supporting the Palestinian cause, and the Palestinian cause will remain as one of the top priorities in the foreign policy of Kuwait. So I do believe that nothing will change on the Kuwaiti-Palestinian relationship. It's getting stronger and stronger by all means, and whoever the ruler of Kuwait, Palestine will be just a very, very close part to the hearts and minds of any Kuwaiti ruler. So, inshallah, things will be to the better between both states, and we wish His Highness all the best in his coming mission, if I can claim it.
Your Excellency, thanks to you for today, for being with us today for this interview segment. Thanks to our guest, the Ambassador of the State of Palestine to the State of Kuwait, His Excellency Rami Tahboub. Now we're moving about different aspects. Kuwaiti's effort in supporting the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, reflected the steadfast for the commitment of the humanitarian causes. Through the generous donation for the financial aid, Kuwait has played a crucial role in the improving the conditions of the refugees and supporting the UNHCR's effort globally. Sarah.
Well, the late Sheikh Nawaf Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, may he rest in peace, played a prominent role in his contest. He passed the profound understanding of the challenges faced by refugees and led Kuwait's effort to enhance humanitarian support, providing assistance to the most vulnerable populations.
His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, may Allah rest his soul, dedicated over 6 decades to the progress and prosperity of Kuwait, leaving behind a legacy in both local and international arenas. In 2020, the people of Kuwait, along with parliamentary and political consensus, honored and pledged allegiance to him as the 16th Emir, ushering in a new era marked by wisdom and prosperity. After years of navigating regional challenges, the late Emir passed away, leaving an undeniable mark on Kuwait, the Arab and Islamic nations, and the world. His leadership was focused on the development of Kuwait, promoting peace and ensuring stability globally and regionally. Assuming various of governmental roles before becoming Emir, His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Ahmed served as the governor of Hawali Governorate in February 1962. Later, he took on a position of Minister of Interior in March 1978, succeeding the late Father Emir, Sheikh Saad al-Abdallah al-Salim al-Sabah. In this role, he worked to ensure national security and protect the freedom and dignity of citizens. Transitioning to Minister of Defense in January 1988, His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Ahmed continued his commitment to enhancing both civil and military functions, leaving a significant impact on the nation's security.
And we come back again to your viewers, and now we'll shed the light on the philanthropic legacy of the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah with our dear guest, Dr. Amira Al-Hassan. So hello and good morning, Doctor.
Good morning to you.
Well, actually, we have really a great, let's say, great sadness for all the Kuwaiti people. As we mentioned in the introduction about this sadness, all the people are really grieved for his loss and his humanitarian work and his humanitarian efforts for all the people. So we'd like to know, how has Kuwait contributed to the humanitarian effort under the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah?
Yes, let me begin to provide our condolences to the people of Kuwait and His Highness the Emir Sheikh Mash'al Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah for the great loss of His Highness the Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah. Coming back to your question about the efforts of Kuwait with regards to humanitarian with the UN Habitat, we have conducted so many projects under the support and the funding from Kuwait government under his leadership, which enabled us to provide job opportunities for the people who joined our projects and for the beneficiaries of the different societies and different countries that have been supported after unfortunate catastrophes that they saw, whether on a war level or natural causes or any kind of factors. But to summarize, yes, Kuwait has indeed helped us a lot, because projects, they don't need only verbal support, but the interventions always need funds to carry out any kind of project.
Yes, that's great. So, Doctor, what do you think about the direction made, these direction actually of efforts made, let's say, take with Sheikh Mish'al Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah in power?
Yes, I believe from the last 3 years ongoing until now, when he took the leadership of Kuwait, that he will be continuing on the path that has been set by the leaders in the previous decades, because he, as a ruler number 17 of Kuwait, I believe we saw that Sheikh Nawaf, God bless his soul, has entrusted him on leading Kuwait since November 2021, and the leadership also included any interventions with regards to global warming, climate change,
Yes.
and also other kind of relations with the United Nations, UN Habitat. So for the coming, let's say, time, I trust that Kuwait will proceed and continue its neutral policy and its humanitarian touches that has been reaching all over the world and in different regions of the world.
Yes, the late Amir was really interested actually in the let's say the sustainable development, the environmental conversation. So we'd like to know more about in this regard, Doctor.
Yes, if we look at the past couple of years, for example, Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah, President of Kuwait, has attended the COP26 in the UK, which is the conference of partners that has the function of talking about the climate. And the Kuwaiti statement with regards to pledges for emissions neutralizing for the coming decades is very obvious, and it's a clear evidence that Kuwait take care of the environment, and they, take in consideration the climate change and what's happening around the world, including the Gulf states, and also the delegations on COP27, which also under the auspice and under the guidance of Sheikh Mish'al will teach us what's happening in the coming time. So with this regard, I believe that Kuwait will carry out more policy making and more interventions that will affect the general climate of Kuwait and mitigating the effect of climate change on this part of the world.
Yes, we can admit actually we are really pleasant and happy and proud that we are under the umbrella of Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah. So, Doctor, what are the goals and expectations about the economic development in Kuwait during actually Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah tenure?
At this time, Kuwait is one of the countries that is a signatory to Agenda 2030, which includes the Sustainable Development Goals, 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And we see this translated in Kuwait Vision, New Kuwait 2035. So the the SDGs 17 aligns with the Kuwaiti vision, and under his ruling, as I mentioned, his presence in COP26 is a great evidence that Kuwait take this seriously. So this is translated into the economic part of this agreement. And what I see, Kuwait has so many factors, and the high infrastructure, being a petrol country, and also the vision of verifying the sources of economy in this country, and also implementing the plans where you engage different sectors of the society, not only to focus on petrol as a source of income, but verifying it. So I think there is so much potential for Kuwait to play its positive role internationally, and so globally, and at regional level also. I think that there is so much coming to Kuwait.
Yes.
And I'm positive and very, very, I feel really optimistic for the coming time. And I am not surprised, because with the background of Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah and his experience and his background in the last decades, let's say, that will help him a lot. So from my side, as a Kuwaiti citizen myself, I think we are willing to not willing, but we are accepting him in an open heart and open mind, and we think that the coming time will carry out prosperity for Kuwait. And in terms of economy wise, I think there will be so much coming, let's say. So but with the climate change, also mitigating the effect of climate change is something very essential for Kuwait to take care of, because we are one of the countries that are being affected in terms of the drought and the high arid climate that's happening at this side of the world.
Yes.
So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see. I'm pretty sure, inshallah, we're going to have a really bright future. Since you mentioned about the Kuwaiti Vision 2035, we are talking about the Kuwaiti future. So what are the anticipated future of Kuwait relationship between United Nations and also between Kuwait and United Nations during this era, about Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah?
Okay, Kuwait is member 111. 1963 joined the United Nations. Long before joining the United Nations, up until now, there is a strong bond between the United Nations and Kuwait. And we see this through the summits and conferences, and the pledges that has been made in Kuwait. For example, 3 summits that took place for the Syrian people, and then other engagements with the Yemenis and Iraq rebuilding. So all of these speak of the mutual trust between the two partners.
Yes.
And from our side, UN Habitat, we carried out many rehabilitating projects of damaged areas in different countries. So I think the future again will hold more of the mutual trust results. And it is really, I am proudly to say that Kuwait is a very strong partner of the United Nations. They don't only focus on humanitarian interventions, but also long-term projects. For example, Kuwait fund projects all around the world. Long before Agenda 2030 was announced 2015,
yes,
Kuwait has helped building and constructing dams for energy, and highways, and train stations, airports. And these kinds of projects are the core of achieving sustainable development anywhere in the world, because these kind of projects will realize sustainable social sustainability, environmental sustainability, and economic sustainability wherever they take place.
Well, that's really great, and we are really proud to be under the umbrella of Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah. And as you mentioned, inshallah, we're going to have a really bright future in Kuwait. Thank you for being here with us, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Big thanks and appreciation to Dr. Amira Al-Hassan. She is the head of the United Nations Human Settlements Program for the Arabian Gulf region in the UK UN Habitat. To the enduring legacy of the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, a distinguished leader whose tenure has significantly impacted Kuwait's history. Our conversation will delve into different demonstration of his role, examining how he influenced Kuwait's identity, bolstered its international standing, and played a key role in promoting its fundamental values. So, dear viewers, how about to check this great report about the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah.
His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah has passed away, plunging the country into mourning for a leader regarded by the whole world as a savvy diplomatic operator and a humanitarian leader. The people of Kuwait were shocked by the news of His Highness the late Emir demise that left all citizens and expatriates in tears and heartbroken. The flags were flying at half-mast across the country as authorities announced 40 days of mourning, and Kuwait Towers, a seaside landmark normally lit at night when dark. Under his region, the state of Kuwait went through another era of progress and development that strengthened its position on the global map as a country with a key role that can change the world. His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah took the constitutional oath in accordance with Article 60 of the Kuwaiti Constitution to become the 60th Emir of Kuwait following the demise of His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah. After years of leading the country, His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah passed away, leaving an outstanding legacy that will remain in the minds of the people of Kuwait, the Arab and Islamic nations, and the world. Since ascending to power, His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah focused his journey on the development and progress of Kuwait and its people, as well as bringing peace and stability regionally and globally. His Highness late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah is gone, but he will always be remembered as a distinguished ruler who will always live in the hearts of the people of Kuwait. His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah was born on the 25th of June 1937 in Ashiyukh district of Kuwait City, was raised in Dasman Palace as the sixth son of Kuwait 10th ruler, the late Sheikh Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Mubarak Al-Sabah, who ruled Kuwait during the period between 1921 to 1950. His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, who is the brother of the late Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, is the father of 4 sons and 1 daughter. Sheikh Ahmed Al-Nawaf, the eldest, Sheikh Faisal Al-Nawaf, Sheikh Abdullah Al-Nawaf, Sheikh Salim Al-Nawaf, and Sheikha Al-Nawaf. Since his birth, His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah was brought up in the ruling houses, which are schools for education, commitment, and discipline, as they prepare the ruler of the future. His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah studied at Kuwait various schools including Sharq and Nigra schools, and then Sharqiya and Mubarakiya school. His Highness was characterized by his carefulness to go on learning, as his vision was to embrace learning, which is the basis of the progress and prosperity of societies, before accessing the rulership of the state of Kuwait. His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah was given some of the Emir's constitutional duties on July 18th, when His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah was admitted to hospital for medical checks. Under Kuwaiti law, in the absence of the Emir, the Crown Prince is appointed as acting ruler. His Highness the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah assumed his first governmental position in February 1962 as a governor of Hawali Governorate.
We are back to our show again. Good morning, Kuwait. We're moving for our next interview segment. The late Emir played a significant role in the supporting and providing assistance to those in need and the affected across the globe. In this discussion, the late Emir leaves behind a humanitarian imprint and that remains vivid in our hearts and in the humanitarian history of Kuwait in forthcoming report. Now we'll present the humanitarian aid provided by the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed, highlighting his already benevolent contribution. So let's welcome now Engineer Khalid Ibrahim Al Hamadi. He is the Vice Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Humanitarian Excellence Society. Hello, Engineer. We'd like to express our condolences for you and us for the late Emir His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jabr Al Sabah. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As you said, the Emir is the father of everybody. It's not only father of Kuwaitis, but he is a father of everybody on this land. And also he is a brother of everybody on the all Arabic and Islamic region. So may Allah give his mercy to Emir Nawaf. He was very supportive and cooperative to all humanitarian aids, and also he was supporting all the charitable activities in Kuwait during in the past months. He has launched the campaign for our Palestinian brothers during the crisis of this war, and before for Turkey people when they had the earthquake struck. So he was very cooperative and he was very supportive, and even during his ruling, a lot of activities being done inside Kuwait and in the whole world.
Nice. And may Allah, may he rest in peace, inshallah.
Yeah.
And let's talk more about his exploits. I know the late Emir have too many things for the humanitarian aids. So can you, what want to share to our dear viewers about his exploits?
Yeah, actually in Gaza, he has supported and authorized an air bridge, daily flights. This is no countries has done same as our Emir what he has done in Kuwait. Daily there is a freighter from Air Force going to Egypt with all aids, medicine, foods, tents, all support and aids to Gaza people during this war. And this is, this is one big great point on our Emir, the past Emir and last Emir. May Allah bless him and may Allah give mercy to him. Actually, this is a very big thing. When I went there, everybody during his death, I was in Lebanon. Actually, I didn't see anybody. Only they were supporting the Emir and they are praying for him. And may Allah put him in rest during his life, because he has supported everybody, and his support, not only money support or aid support, even support in political phases, which is has great things on everybody.
Nice. And that's why we always saying like, because about he was a great leader, because he give always, we call it supporting everyone who is in need, and all around the nation. So we already mentioned about what happening for Gaza, and you just came. So what about the supporting for another humanitarian or countries?
Even for people in Syria, the refugees, and also in Lebanon, there was a great support for them in all aspects. I mean, in medical, in foods, in everything. So his support is not only for Syrian, also for Yemen, and all the world. Wherever you go, any country you go, you will see there is a place or a work, which charitable work, which has been done by Kuwait. Actually, we were, as you said, we were before 3-4 days. I was in Lebanon with the refugees. I went to their camps. Actually, it is not a camp. It is a worn and torn tent, which cannot support the people there. It is a torn tent with all these floods and heavy rain which they were having. And now they are expecting a snowstorm, which is gonna be very disastrous to them. So all aids is required. We went there, we brought them medical support, and also we gave them food. We have rehabilitated the tent. Also, I mean, when we went there, we've seen kids inside the tent. Underneath them, there was a water, and they were shaking to a death. I mean, with this, they were praying for our Amir. When I talked them, when they told me from where you are coming, I told them from Kuwait. They prayed for our Amir and for all Kuwaitis for their support and aids to the people.
That's why we're always following his lead for one case for the humanitarian. So let's talk more about now, because the Human Excellence Society. I know, what about the next project you are providing? I know we are following his we call it his legacy. So what about the next project?
Well, we have a lot of projects because, you know, the winter is...
we are in winter season.
Yeah, the winter season, it's not only in Kuwait, but they are having a very severe winter season with temperature 0 and below 0 inside Syria and inside Lebanon. Over the mountains, it is very, very, very cold, and the people they need a lot of aids and support. They need warm clothes. They need mazot for heating system because they are living in a tent. So they need a lot of support. We have providing a campaign for them to go inside Syria. In the border between Turkey and Syria, Afrin and all these things. And also we are having also same campaign, which we are going to Lebanon in coming January. Actually, a lot of people there without any goals. I've seen students, they are working on the garbage places. When I told them, you were a student with us, why you have left? Why you have left? You don't want to study. You don't have a future. He said, if I don't work, he's only 12 years old. He said, if I don't work, my family will die. So he is taking the responsibility of his family, although he is very young.
He's so young.
Yeah, he's still young, but he is taking the full responsibility of his family, and he left the school I told him, how much you gain? He said, in a month, I'm gaining only $150. We told him, I have a person who's going to support you till you finish your school.
Nice.
He was very happy, and he prayed for Kuwait and for everybody in Kuwait for this thing. It is a small thing. For us, it is small money, but for them, it is a very, very, very big support, and to give them the hope and for a good future.
Nice. That's why we always appreciate the human excellence effort all the time for supporting those in need. And we are following the legacy of the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. We'd like to thank you, Engineer Khalil, for today for being with us in the studio. We'll talk about his exploits. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. So special thanks and appreciation to the Engineer Khalil Ibrahim Al-Hamadi. He's the Vice Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Human Excellence Society. Now, dear viewers, go to this tiny break. They will continue your show. Good morning, Kuwait. Stay with us.
Well, dear viewers, we are still grieving of our great loss, the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. May Allah rest his soul in peace. And also, we are so happy and proud. We are under umbrella of Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah.
And today we saw already the interviews and our distinguished guests. Today we spoke about the exploits of the late Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. May he rest in peace. We are following his legacy from now on for the sake, for the best for the state of Kuwait. And also we are following also His Highness the Emir Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah for he's already going towards to the best for the state of Kuwait. We reached the end. Thank you so much for joining us. Goodbye.
Goodbye.